So week 2 of September, September 5th through 11th, we start off the week with Labor Day, right? And it's interesting that the moon's in Capricorn. I think of Capricorn, I think of labor because I think of hard work, right? So thinking about what you really want, what you're working for, what you've been laboring for. Do you know what you want? It's okay if you don't. You probably know what you don't want. So you can be open to receiving the information and you can start thinking about how you want to feel. Okay, make lists because we're going to be moving into a full moon weekend. Okay, full moons, I like to celebrate all my successes. So maybe this is a list of praise for you. Okay, it's good to praise yourself. Make commitments to yourself. Tuesday, the moon will be in Capricorn moving into Aquarius. So we want to think about what needs to change, how we can have the freedom. Because Sagittarius and Aquarius really like freedom. Aquarius likes change, progress, functioning better, smarter, wiser. So we'll be in Aquarius on Tuesday and Wednesday. We're moving towards the full moon. We can work on a list of gratitude. We have our moon water outside or in a window, okay? Now, Thursday the 9th or the 8th, the moon's going to be in Aquarius. Aquarius rules the internet. Any final purchases that need to be made before retrograde begins. And yes, I know there's a shadow period before and after retrograde, but personally, I push it to the last minute with purchases. And, I have a business, so I have to continue purchases, but it's more those out of the blue purchases, those ones where you're like, ooh, wow, that could be something. I tend to stick to purchases I'm already familiar with the product, familiar with the company, and I try to avoid new things until retrograde ends. And the only reason I do that is because I've not done it before and I've learned the hard way. So you have to learn that for yourself. The advice of retrograde, and I have a list here that I'm actually going to post that will be coming out. No major purchases, especially the ones out of the blue. Wait to sign major contracts, but if you must, have it checked 3 times, ideally by a lawyer. Mercury rules roadways, so if you're traveling, be adaptable, have an alternate route, maybe book hotel rooms and things that are able to be canceled so that you can adapt to the situation, okay? Check your travel plans 3 times. Relax, observe, keep a journal, okay? If the electronic doesn't work, step away from it because Mercury rules a lot of that communication. So computers, phones, all that stuff. If it's not working, don't push it, step away, restart it. It'll probably work later, okay? Now we're going to move into a full Pisces moon weekend. So it's going to be a pretty intense week. Anytime you got the full moon involved, it's going to be intense. And then it's Pisces on top of that is like so ethereal, right? So when the sun is in Virgo, the full moon is always going to be across from it, which is in Pisces. Virgo, everyday life, everyday service, your contribution to society, your daily routine, your work, what else? Health has to do with health. So when Pisces is like the opposite, it's the ethereal, it's the bigger picture, it's the dreamy, foggy, it's otherworldly. Right? Now, remember, water signs need more rest than other signs. So this is a good weekend to relax, to dream. Maybe everything's not as clear and retrograde's moving backwards, so it's a little wacky. But take it to be creative. Take it to retreat, renew, because Pisces rules anything that takes you away from society. So that can rule jails, that can rule hospitals. But I personally like to think it rules spas, okay, and baths. So get to it. So celebrate the joy of your harvest because the Pisces full moon is also the harvest moon. So you're starting off the beginning of the week looking at all you're laboring for, right? And then the full moon is the harvest moon. What have you grown? What beauty have you brought into your life? What needs to go, right? What do you no longer want to keep growing? So celebrate the joy of your harvest. Imagine the life that you are creating. So on that Pisces weekend, take that bath, swim in that water, swim in your life, swim in the power that you have to create your life the way you want it. Remember those who gave their lives on 9/11. Okay. So Venus is going to move into the sign of Virgo that week also. And so I want you to be really kind to yourself. Be kind to your beautiful self, because sometimes Virgo can get nitpicky. I know my Venus is in Sagittarius, but it's in Virgo's house. So I have to be careful. I can be really hard on myself, and that's just not fair. Okay. So let's talk about that full moon briefly. Again, like I said, this will go out again later. You'll be reminded. The full moon is happening at 17 degrees Pisces. This water moon is conjunct together with Neptune, the planet that rules Pisces. So in a way, it's almost like a double Pisces full moon. Like one Pisces wasn't enough. Now we've got two. So again, super, super creative, dreamy, restful. Great time to retreat. If you can retreat, however that is, if that's going in your room, if that's going in the bathtub, do it. However small your retreat may be, do it. Okay. The full moon is going to be opposite Venus. So Venus is over here kind of pulling on what it wants, and the full moon over here, right, across from each other. It's going to be square Mars. So Mars is like pushing there. And so you may feel that urge to, no, I can't slow down. No, you can. You may feel foggy. You may feel a little confused. You may feel tired, and that's okay. That's a normal part of this. This is a great time. Rest, dream, retreat, recharge. Okay.